but here we go. We're going live. Hey, it says that this hangout is on the air. Good morning or afternoon or evening, everybody, wherever you're at. Welcome to Lunch with Len, another exciting Lunch with Len. Today's April 26th. It's Tuesday, and we have a really special guest with us today. We have Antonio Thompson, and I'm really excited to talk to Antonio. I just want to tell you a little bit about Antonio. He's in the same marketing system that most of us are in, many of us are in, and he's L2 and knocking on the door of L3. And Antonio's statement about himself is, I help entrepreneurs brand themselves, get more leads and sales in their business, and market effectively on social media. I'm on a mission to inspire people all over the world, help them take control of their life, follow their dreams, and live the life they were destined to live. And with that as an intro, Antonio, my man,
Hey.
welcome with open arms. I'm really excited to have you today, buddy.
Well, thank you for having me, and I'm glad to be here, part of this this community, and also this hangout today.
Yeah, this hangout's a fun group. And before we jump into things that are marketing stuff, I want to just touch on on your background. And for example, you're in music. I'm in music, and I think a couple of the other people here have been in music too. You're a trumpet player. I'm not going to tell you I am a trumpet player, because my trumpet my trumpet's main tuning valve is stuck solid. It's been played regularly.
Yeah.
But tell us a little bit about yourself. You started off in music. You've got a master's in music. That's really awesome stuff.
Yeah, I mean, so I grew up around music, right? So from it, whether it be in church, in school, and I was sort of on the path becoming a professional musician. So participated in the high school band, junior high school band, went on to college, got not one but 2 degrees in music, an undergrad degree and a master's degree in music. And upon graduating with my master's, kind of felt that the profession of music was going to be a bit tough, right? I thought it was going to be very hard to make a living solely playing the trumpet, right? And so I actually ended up going back to school and getting another degree in in fundraising. And so kind of parlayed my musical talent and skills and abilities to raising money for institutions of higher education. So I worked for colleges, I worked for nonprofit organizations, and kind of let the music playing go by the wayside to some degree. I did do some teaching through that time, but I was really focused on my job, 9-to-5 job, money for arts organizations and universities. And so that's kind of where I was from, university going on to employment. Then obviously, as most of us, have experience, we get frustrated at our jobs, our 9-to-5 jobs. They aren't as all they're made up to be. And so when I was really working my 9-to-5 job, got frustrated and felt that I wasn't being compensated for the amount of work that I was putting in, for the amount of funds I was bringing into the institution. And I was looking for something different, a way to really make a difference in the world, but also to retire comfortably. When I started working at the university, before I started working, I had several degrees. And so I was, saddled with student loan debt and trying to pay that off. And so the prospect of me doing that with a full-time job just didn't seem realistic. So that's when I stumbled upon network marketing and the industry, and thought this could be the way out. And, it's been certainly a great ride. I will say that the first couple of year or two weren't as exciting or profitable or successful as one would imagine. But, now I'm starting to see some success, a little bit of results, getting leads and sales. And, this community has certainly been a great catalyst to my success.
That's an amazing story, and it's wonderful. And I can't agree with you more. When I was in college, I tried to make at least even a part-time income, and I was a pretty decent trumpet player.
Yeah.
I played with a small combo, and we had a jazz orchestra, we had a dance band, and I ended up washing dishes in a restaurant to make money.
Mhm.
I
But you know
love.
what? It's very interesting though. We talk about, so MLSP, we talk about finding your niche and finding your audience. Now I look back and say, hey, maybe I could have done that had I had some of the skill set to actually market myself and find that niche that would be, receptive to my music and me playing, right? So
Yeah.
at that time, you're just like, I probably can't make a living like this, because our mindset is, so stuck in that, you know, uh, just that mindset of like trying to make a job, trying to get a living, trying to make a living. And now that we have education and we're learning and we're growing our minds, the opportunities of what could have been possible, come back to mind.
Oh, I agree with you, but it's still making a living as a trumpet player is damn tough. Of course.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Hey, I see a guitar sitting there too.
I'm starting to learn guitar.
Huh?
I wouldn't say I'm very proficient yet, but learning.
Okay, because I carry a guitar around with me all the time too, and I would not call myself very proficient. So let me type. I'm going to type. And by the way, I didn't stop and say hi to everybody. I know, right? I knew nothing about music. Okay. Anyhow, let me just stop for a minute and say hi, Chris, Rick. Everyone's on. Christy, and Jackson are on, but they're driving, so they can't type. Roseanne, welcome. We're glad to have you today. Michael, Larry, really, really, really happy all of you folks have showed up today. And we're going to cut over to marketing here in just a second. But so I'm going to ask you just one more music question. We'll cut over. So you said you're learning guitar. What kind of guitar is that sitting there? I couldn't see. Is it a 6-string? Is it classic, or is it a electric, or where you at?
It's a 6-string. Yeah, it's a. Let's see.
Classic, electric.
Classic. Yeah, it's a acoustic.
Cool.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm learning very slowly.
It's a much more difficult instrument than most people would imagine.
Yeah.
Hey, so you're actually relatively new to online internet network marketing. You've only been in it about 3 years now, 2.5 years.
Yeah. So here's an interesting story. So I was introduced to the industry probably 7 years ago. I joined a company for a week and then I quit.
It's to me.
Yeah. And then I was reintroduced to the industry about 2 years ago. Joined a company, and within a year in that company actually closed. And so when that company closed, that's when I actually found Justice and Adam and did one of their challenges, and became introduced to MLSP. So I decided that at that point I would learn how to market online the right way, and become a better marketer. And then when the time is right, I will find a company and join back in the industry. So I would say I've been in the internet online marketing space for about 2.5 years now.
Cool. So, hey, Craig Castle just joined us. Welcome aboard, Craig. So you actually started with Adam and Justice then when you got into MLSP.
Well, I started through when I joined MLSP. I had actually purchased a course before, so I actually have another sponsor, as you would say. But Adam and Justice, when I did their challenge and spoke with Adam and Justice on the sidelines about my company and what was happening and what I should do next, they wholeheartedly agreed that MLSP would be a great place to start to learn how to market effectively online, and that's where I jumped in.
Well, you seem to be doing pretty well. You're L2 and you're bumping up on L3, so things are working for you.
Yeah.
So
things are rocking.
Pardon me?
I said things are rocking.
That's cool. So there's questions coming up in the chat. Like I told you, we had a meeting, a roundtable discussion with some of the people that are on the right now. Last week, and we have several people that are sort of. They want to know, if you were starting today, what would you do? What are you doing to get leads? Where are you finding people? And What's your primary marketing method? Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. So, Harrison, my primary marketing strategy is Facebook. And the way someone asked, what would how would I start to get leads if I was just starting today, right? And what I started out doing on Facebook is engaging in conversations with people. I would find, and we talk about a lot of this in MLSP about your target marketing and target audience. I would find, a group, pages that I resonate with, where I know that people I want to connect with hang out, and I would engage in conversations with them there. So, for instance, I actually just started doing this yesterday, but because I was thinking in my mind, okay, I'm in network marketing, and I love music, and I love drum corps, and I love, various marching arts organizations. And so what I started doing yesterday is I went to Facebook search bar. I typed in, people who like network marketing and Drum Corps International, which is a marching organized body for people who like drum corps and marching band and stuff, right? So I put that search into Facebook, and then I get a list of all the people who are on Facebook who like network marketing and who like drum corps. And what I do is I start to look at their profiles. I see there's, common synergy. I will follow them, and then send them a message saying, hey, just notice you also like the Blue Devils or whatever. I also am into drum corps. What's going on in your world? So I'll start conversations. That's what I would do if I just started, in network marketing today and was looking to, get some leads and start to make some immediate sales. I would start having conversations with people on social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Just that's what I would do.
Cool. So for me, you're still active in music. So for somebody like me, I'm not active in music, but I'm an active snow skier or scuba diver. I might go search for people who are into MLM and scuba diving.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
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 You have something, you have something to start a conversation with them, right?
Right.
It's not so like, hey, you look like a like-minded individual. Would you be open
I
to?
hate that.
It's you have to take the time to actually look at their profile and find something that you can connect with, and then message them based off of that.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I would do. The other thing I would do, and this happens every day to me, because people are constantly pitching you about their opportunity and in your messages and on your page. And so what I do is I not cross recruit them, but I cross prospect them to get an understanding of, clearly they're doing something wrong. Clearly something's not working because they're approaching me with the same copy and paste message they send to everyone. And so I just start a conversation saying, hey, John, thanks for reaching out. How long have you been doing X, Y, and Z company? And so I want to get to know like what they're working on, how they're doing. It's obvious that they're probably not doing well. And so I want to see if I can help them. Now, if they're open to being helped, then I'll send them to MLSP. If they're not open to being helped, I'll just say, awesome, keep crushing it in your business. I'll see you at the top. And I just leave it alone. It just depends on the conversation.
Ну, so where are you mostly finding people that are interested in MLSP? Is it mostly coming from people that are already in other network marketing opportunities that are struggling to get leads, or?
Yeah, so that's really the biggest group of people coming to me is people who are in network marketing and who aren't getting the results that they desire. And so, obviously starting conversations. I also am a part of several network marketing groups. And on top of, we probably all do this, but on top of, posting in those groups, value and content, I also do something very, I wouldn't say it's very unique, but I have several groups that I actually will personally message new members and just say welcome and say, hey, welcome to the group. Glad to have you here. If you are open to it, let's connect. Add me as a friend. Would love to connect with you and share with you some, right? So I send everyone there's two groups in particular that I work with that I'm active in that capacity where I'm welcoming people. I will look every day to see what new members have come in, and no one's welcoming them. No one's saying, hello, welcome to the group. I join groups all the time and no one says, hey, what's up? So I take it upon my, responsibility to say, hey, John, welcome to the group. Glad to have you, definitely feel free to add me as a friend. Would love to connect with you and share with you some things that I'm working on. Simple as that. And people connect with you, people add you as a friend, and you start building relationships that way.
Yeah, cool. So are these groups that you're an admin in, or just a member of, you just monitoring the memberships?
Two of them I'm not an admin of, and one group I am an admin of.
Right.
So no one's going to kick out a group with welcome to members. So I figured, hey, what the heck, why not?
No, I think that's awesome. So what about the other platforms? We've been, for example, a bunch of us have been working on Twitter recently. We were following Adam Chandler's Twitter training.
Yeah.
Are you Twitter or Instagram or any of the other things? And
yeah, so for about a year, I've been focused primarily on Facebook, and the last couple of months have been adding on Twitter based on Adam's training as well. So been going through the whole what is it called? Status brew, and like adding people and adding followers. And so when people get my automatic message and they respond back, I start a conversation. It's kind of like the same process on Facebook, where it's all about starting conversations. I think the automatic process works when people are looking for training and they opt in automatically. But sometimes they don't opt into the automatic offer that comes when they follow you. And so if they respond back saying thank you or hello or whatever, I start a conversation and see what happens there, see where it goes. I also use Tweet Jukebox, where I'm sharing my own blog post as well as MLSP's blog post, as well as the quotes and stuff. So that's definitely going consistently, as well as I do use the Twitter search to find people engaging in conversation that I want to join, right? So if they're talking about their business, so any hashtag of any company name, and they're talking about their company, and they're posting, hey, just joined, XYZ company, I'm super fired up, I'm looking for 5 people, I'll respond or I'll reply and say, awesome, congratulations, what brought you to the industry? And start a conversation that way. Because if they're new and they're, doing that and sharing about their opportunity, looking for 5 people, they need a little bit of help. So I'll say, hey, congratulations, welcome to the industry. What brought you to the profession? And we'll start a conversation and a dialogue that way.
Neat. So you're blogging too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm blogging too.
But what I was just sitting there realizing, what I'm thinking through in my mind is, you're doing everything that I'm doing, plus you're actually getting into conversations with more people than I'm getting into conversations with. How many hours a day are you putting into this right now?
It varies. I am full-time, so I will put that disclaimer out there. But so I have a daily routine. And so here's the kicker. If I get up early, I can get everything to get done in 2 hours. If I stick to my daily routine and knock through everything I want to do throughout the day, I can be done in 2 hours. However, on the flip side, because I have so much time, things just seem to take longer because things just come in the way, right? I procrastinate, I get distracted. And so I could spend the whole day on my daily routine and, it'd be the whole day. Or I could, spend 2 hours and really knock everything out and be done for the day. So I'll share with you exactly what I do every day, very quickly, right? So
say again?
I'll share with you exactly what I do on a daily basis in my business.
I'm telling you, what's your address? I went back to New York and taken some efficiency lessons from you. If you can get all that done in 2 days, I want to know how.
Well, you know what I can do? Well, or what I'll do for you and your audience here, I can send you my actual spreadsheet of everything I do every day.
That'd be phenomenal.
And it can take literally 2 hours if you do it step by step and don't take any breaks. The other thing I will say that I do is I try to get people off the computer, because I want to get them on the phone if they're open to it, right? If they're open to having a conversation and open to MLSP, I'm going to get them on the phone to see if they're open to it, what their struggles are, and get them on the video so they can take a look at it.
I think I just realized what your secret is.
What's that? You're
not spending much time on webinars every day, are you?
No. No.
That's a big detractor, I think. Too damn many webinars and things like Lunch with Len and
yeah, I will say I will try to actually do at least, and if I am on a webinar, it's either the Wednesday webinar or maybe the Tuesday webinar, depending.
Yeah.
But that's about it. And if there's something I want to catch and there's a replay, I'll watch it later at night.
Nice.
Because I want to make sure that what I'm doing, whatever webinar is going on, is related to my marketing strategy. So when I was doing Facebook, I was only focused on Facebook training. So if there was a training on Instagram, I wasn't checking it out because I'm not doing Instagram. If it was something on on Snapchat, I really wasn't as I'm not doing Snapchat right now, so I'm going to be focusing on if it's a Facebook training. So just being very, very focused.
Sorry, I started to interrupt you. I didn't mean to. Go ahead.
No, I was done. Just being very focused.
I think I know for me, you're really hitting on the crux of this matter. I think many of us. Come on, folks, talk to me in the chat. Let me know where your head's at here. But I think that's one of the issues that many of us have. We're spread too thin, and looking at all these shiny objects rather than staying absolutely extremely focused on maybe one or two things. And then
I think I agree.
Yeah, and then spreading ourselves too thin.
Yeah, I think John Lee Dumas, Entrepreneur on Fire, he says most people tend to go a mile wide and an inch deep rather than a mile deep and an inch wide. So really focusing on one strategy, and just stick with that until you're getting the results, right? I did Facebook I'm still doing Facebook. I did Facebook for almost like 1.5 years plus until I was generating leads and sales. And then I went on to another platform and said, okay, let's try this Twitter thing out and do the same thing. But you want to be really, really, really focused.
Okay. I'm getting a lot of pressure here to come back to the DMO. You see you were going to DMO. Well, he said he'd send us a copy of it, but okay.
I can do a quick overview of it. So,
cool.
Obviously in the morning I wake up, shower, all good stuff. I'll do some personal development. I'll exercise a bit. But then when I'm getting to my desk to start my day, I'll write a blog post. I'll shoot a video. I'll write a blog post. I'll then upload that video to YouTube, publish the blog post, and then start to share it across social media platforms. That's my blogging stuff. Then I go to Facebook. Now I'll spend 15 minutes on Facebook. I'll do birthdays. That means sending people individual birthday messages. I'll respond to any messages that are from the day before. I'll actually reply to and connect with anyone who commented on any of my posts the day before. So if anyone liked my status update or picture, I'll reply to them and comment. The fourth thing I'll do is I'll make 10 new conversations with people, right? So that can either be through me saying welcome to the group. That can be me either going into a group and commenting on someone's update. just engaging with people. And then on Facebook, I'll engage with 5 authority pages, at least 1 or 2 comments. So I'll go to like a Robert Kiyosaki page, a Ray Higdon page, a Todd Falcone page, and just read a status update and engage with people who are talking on that page. And that's Facebook. I'll then go to Twitter. I'll follow 100 people. I'll unfollow people. I'll reply to messages. And so let me go back to Facebook. Actually, I won't engage in conversation while I'm doing my daily routine. So if someone messages me back, I won't engage in conversation if someone messages me back after I send them a message. So if I say happy birthday, Len, and you say, thanks, what's going on, how you doing? I won't respond right away because I'm focused on getting my daily routine done. I'll come back to you when I'm done with my routine and have conversation, but it won't be until I finish everything I had to do for that particular setting. Does that make sense?
That not only makes sense, that is a powerful piece of advice. That's a pure gold nugget right there, because that's one of the things that I get trapped in personally. I feel like if someone's responding back to me, I should respond back to them right away, and then I get trapped in this whole messaging thing.
Yeah, and then you lost your day.
Yeah, I know. It's almost Miller time, and I haven't written my blog post yet.
Exactly. And so I'll basically take that same Facebook routine and do the same thing on Twitter, where I'll follow people, I'll unfollow people, I'll respond to messages, and I'll engage with, a couple people that, post some things that I want to reply to.
Yeah. So I just put a message up in the group. Are you guys getting value out of this? We got somebody else joined us. Who joined us? I got a new someone there. Alyssa. Alyssa joined us. Welcome aboard, Alyssa. Glad to have you here.
Alyssa.
Okay, yeah. So I think that's awesome. So you're not doing Snapchat right now.
I snap for fun. So I'm not really,
I mean, that's the big rage right now. There's all this. If you're not doing Snapchat, man, you're really missing out. That's the next big thing. Everyone's got to be doing Snapchat. I'm going, how many shiny objects can I play with at once?
Yeah. And I will go back to my original comment. Build your business on one platform, and then you leverage everything else as sort of like a sprinkle, right? Like a taste. Like when I'm walking my dog, I might snap something very quickly. Saying, hey, good morning, boom, and that's it. While I'm doing something else, I might snap. While I'm doing my Twitter, unfollow, I may turn on the video for Snapchat, like working hard, something like that, right? So you don't have to do everything to the point where you're trying to be expert and trying to build your business on that single platform. But while you're doing, your daily routine, you can embed snippets of other platforms. Like I'm not active heavily on Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, or Google+, but I do share my blog post on those platforms.
Right. Yeah.
Building an audience there. I'm not like engaging in conversations. I'm not like, trying to get leads from there per se by active prospecting, but I am sharing my blog post there. So if people are interested, they can go to the blog, check it out, and connect with me in other ways.
So Craig asked, what comes first, the video or the blog?
It depends. It depends on how I'm feeling that day. If I typically will shoot a video first and then write the blog post, but some days I don't do a video at all and just write a blog post.
Yeah.
So it's really up to you.
Cool. You want? Are you? I assume you're going to be at Live the Dream.
I am. Yep, I'll be there.
Yeah. Cool. Maybe we'll meet you there. So, are you single?
Am I single?
Yeah. You have a wife?
Yeah. Well, no wife. I have a girlfriend.
And
she's actually in the Bay Area too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's out in Oakland right now.
What's she doing in Oakland?
She works for a nonprofit, Lean In, with Sheryl Sandberg.
Yeah.
She's Sheryl is the COO of Facebook. She's like doing some work with her out there.
Yeah.
I'm actually coming out there in 2 weeks actually to hang out on the 12th, but yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, Well, I'd love to come meet you, but I'm way down in San Diego, so that's not going to happen in 2 weeks. We'll
Yeah.
see the dream.
But definitely live the dream. Definitely live the dream.
So we're at the top of the hour, folks, and if I don't see any more questions come in through the chat, we're going to wrap this up over in the next couple of minutes and let Antonio get back to his daily routine. So, would you, if you would, while then what, if you would shoot me a copy of the daily routine, just put it up, just give it to me in the chat in Facebook, and then I'll. It's all right with you if I put it up in the Lunch with Len group.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
if they have questions about it, some things that don't make sense, definitely they can, message me or email me, and I can explain some things.
Okay. So, do you have? Well, what's the best way if someone wants to get a hold of you? What's the best way to do that?
Probably Facebook.
Okay. And your let's see, your website is what's the website address?
I'll put my Facebook in there. My website is AntonioRThompson.com. That's Facebook.
Yeah, okay.
That's for HTTP. That's my website, my blog, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you using sites, MLSP sites?
I am.
Your blog? Yeah. Okay. Chris says, "Oh wait, you did not ask him about his product he put out. Did you have a product?"
My product. You mean the training I did, Chris? Just to make sure. I created my own offer, which is, and this was with the help of Justice Egan. Yeah, the what do you call it? It's on my website. It's a 5-day video series on how to use Facebook to get leads and sales in your business. And so basically, I share what I've been doing online, both free marketing as well as paid marketing, and it kind of leads people down the road into MLSP. So I encourage them to take a trial, test drive of MLSP and talk about the benefits of attraction marketing, how it can work to grow your business online. And I also did, I think Chris is mentioning, I did a course, a 1-day, course where I work with people on how to set up Facebook ads. So from identifying target audience to setting up Facebook ads to actually, get results and get leads. And I had a good handful of people actually, work with me one-on-one through this course. And I think I charged like $97 for it, whatever. But it was like a good hour and a half, maybe 2 hours long training where I sat down with people one-on-one and showed them, got them thinking about, their target audience and creating, their first or maybe even a more effective Facebook ad to, one, drive traffic or likes to their fan page, but also to retarget them and add different ads to get them to actually convert into leads.
Cool. So both of these trainings are available on your website?
Well, the free training, the 5-part video series, is my giveaway on my website. And the Facebook ads course is something that I do one-on-one. So if someone's interested in that, we can definitely email me or Facebook message me and we can talk about that. Okay,
cool. All right. Okay, folks, well, we're going to wrap this up. You got any final words? Anything else you want to add, Antonio? I don't want to cut you off short here, but
yeah, no, I would just say, I think I just made a year in MLSP this month, and when I started in April of last year, I just had to go to live the dream because I thought that was the thing to do and where I would meet people and learn some cool things. And I have to say that going to live the dream kind of not only inspired me, but put some additional fire under my butt to get moving. And so if you're not to live the dream, you definitely want to be there. But I will say, I was L0 from April to January 2016. In January, I kind of made a decision that I was going to L1. And in January, I hit L1. In February, I made a decision I was going L2, and I hit L2. So you have to make a decision that you're going to, and I will say it's not, brain science or difficult. It does require effort and work, and it's possible. But you need to put the intention out there in the atmosphere and just go for it. I also made the intention that I was going to be member of the month in August. And well, look and behold, became member of the month in March. So just continue to focus on, one strategy, become the expert at that, do that consistently. And you will start to see results in your business. You'll see leads coming in, you will see sales coming in, and you will, reach new leadership levels in MLSP and in your primary business. So that's all I've got. Definitely appreciate you having me on.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I think I really, really appreciate you taking the time to be here today, and just thank you so much. Awesome gold nuggets sitting here.
Thank you.
Right,
so I'll send you that daily routine shortly. Okay.
Okay. All right, everybody. I'm gonna let it go. Going once, going twice. I don't see any more questions coming in. So once again, thank you everybody for coming.